one woman or being faithful to women, 9 times out of 10, you either a simp or you've been brainwashed to think like a woman, and I'm going to explain why. It's in a woman's nature to want a man that's tall, a man that's handsome, a man that's successful, and a man that's a leader. It's in a man's nature to want to have sex with as many women as possible. What women do is they try to brainwash men and saying, I'm faithful and loyal with my body as a woman, and you as a man need to be faithful and loyal with your body. And you as a man, if you submit and comply to a woman's demands, then 9 times out of 10, you're a simp. And I'm going to tell you why. You as a man cannot tell a woman to suppress her nature. You can't tell her, stop liking men that's 6 feet tall. Stop liking men that's successful. Stop liking men that's ambitious. But yet you let her turn around and tell you, stop having sex with other women. Be loyal like how I am. If you submit to that and you comply, you're a simp. No man that's successful or a man that has options is faithful to one woman. Let's run down the list. Drake, not faithful to one woman. Chris Brown, not faithful to one woman. Future, not faithful to one woman. LeBron James, not faithful to one woman. I know that may trigger y'all, but the truth is the truth. Men that actually have options and are successful are not faithful to one woman. The only men that's faithful to women are simps and men that get disrespected on a consistent basis. If you being faithful to one...
All right, talk to me. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it.
I think that number one, if you as a man choose to be faithful to your woman, it's 9 times out of 10 because you have faith in the Lord. I'm being so serious because, yes, religion isn't always the key, or isn't maybe not always the key, sorry, I misspoke. But maybe it isn't always everybody's go-to thing. But I know that out of most of the things that I've ever seen of, you know, they were happily married and they never really did all this other stuff. One, it was like 50, 60 years ago. Yeah. But also in this day and age, even if it is a thing, you know, maybe everybody isn't perfect and, you know, we all have our slip-ups. Okay. But if you're a majority faithful to your woman, you're most likely faithful to yourself. You're faithful to your own faith, you know, kind of thing. So I think that that's also plays a big part. Like, go on.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, I think that, like, women, we should be looking into the guys who are, like, go to church all the time, pray, and all this other shit. I mean, I do at least. My boyfriend prays, and we pray at every meal. But anyways, I don't think that it's... Yes, I think that women are here to nurture, men are here to spread their seed, for sure. But at the same time, why as a man would you want, like, multiple children? That just sounds so weird. I don't know.
Here's it. Okay, now we got see, that's why I be playing. I don't really have a video. If y'all haven't checked him out, check him out because he speaks on a very, 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 very topics of that we actually really need to talk about. So again, the premise of the video is, as a woman, when you get into a relationship, you get everything that you want, meaning that you get the guy that's the quality guy that you want, you get a monogamous to you, etc., blah, blah, blah. But when a guy gets to his relationship, he actually goes against everything that he wants, biologically speaking, which is to spread a seed with as many people as possible. Well, sorry, many women as possible. So my question to you is, why should you get everything that you want as a woman, but I don't get everything I want as a man?
Oh, I'm not saying that. I think that personally, as long as you're majority monogamous, great. Cause like
wait, what?
Okay, like in a way of, like, let's say, oh sorry, like obviously my boyfriend's gonna look at other women because they're beautiful. Okay. That's completely understood. Okay. Whatever. That's just a normal thing. Mm-hmm. Beauty's beauty. It's different when. It's like if you make that mistake and you cheat or you do whatever, if we have it's also a different thing of like if we have a pact to each other and we have a promise that you're going to be monogamous to me or you're going to do X, Y, Z, you're going to be bringing in this much money so that we can be safe and we can be protected. We can stay in this home that we built together, this home that I built. You have the house. I built the home. I'm keeping this home together. Okay. And you're going to say that we promise X, Y, Z. I promise to stay home. I promise to be faithful to you. I promise to give you dinner, lunch, whatever, all sorts of stuff. I promise to take care of our kids. I hold up to my end. Okay. And as a man, if you are promising in marriage and you're saying to your woman, you guys have had the conversation multiple times of, you know what, babe, like, I'm faithful to you. Yeah. There's no other woman I would ever want to be with. hey, like, I'm gonna be free tonight. You want to come over? Whoa. I'm keeping my end of the bargain. If we made a promise to each other, that's different. Now, if y'all haven't had that kind of communication, which I think that is the problem between a lot of relationships, is a lot of people haven't had that communication of...
That's not the problem, but I'm going to let you finish. No, go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
I think that's maybe a big part of the communication, or a big part of the problem is the communication fact of women don't want to... I think that we have it, but I don't think that we want to actually listen to it in a way either.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean?
So I think that, like, sometimes couples don't have that communication of what makes them comfortable, what boundaries are. Because I think that a lot of people consider different things cheating as well. So that's also another thing of communication. That's what I mean of communication is kind of like a blur between a lot of relationships. But I think that it's the fact of a man, a lot of times, y'all are very direct, as we all know. Y'all are very direct. And 9 times out of 10, y'all are going to say exactly what y'all want, how y'all want it.
Okay, that, no. Now you got to this is the real problem. So you just said it. You're going to say exactly how you want. That's actually wrong. Most guys are not going to say what they want. Most guys is going to lie to you. Most guys are going to say, hey, I want to be with you and only you. I only care about you. I only got eyes for you. But we all know majority of niggas want to fuck other bitches. So that's in lies the overall problem, which is we understand that in this world that we live in right now, which is United States, etc., it's more of a monogamy-based society type shit. So if I'm a man and my thing is I actually do want to have sex with other women, the 99% of dudes do, I'm still going to be, how can I say this? I'm going to be hindered by giving you the truth. I'm going to hold off on giving you the truth because if I give you the truth, then now I can lose you. Most dudes don't have the leverage to be honest with you. So they're just going to lie to you. So that's what I think is the ultimate problem, actually. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's like, it's an untruthful, unfaithful. So that's why we can consider it cheating and not consider it just a part of the relationship.
What do you mean? You guys
like, you just said that, like, men, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could just be talking, but, like, men often lie about it so that they can keep their women.
Yes, 100%.
So that's why we consider it cheating, because it's unfaithful. It wasn't supposed to happen. You didn't tell me this was going to happen. Versus... if you're already in the relationship, you have that conversation of your woman being like, you know what? As long as you come to me every single night, I don't really give a fuck what you do, to be honest. Just make sure you don't embarrass me. Do not disrespect me to my fucking face. And come home to me. That's all I want. Don't go get no other bitch pregnant. don't have me out here looking fucking stupid. Because it's also one of those things where it's like, we're not trying to mother you, but we're also trying to protect our image. Because that's also important. As much as y'all's status is important, our image is so important to us.
Gotcha.
So it's like, if our girlfriends are like, oh girl, I saw your man was with such and such and this, that, and the other, we're like, now you look what? Or that good old, hey girl, like, I know you don't know me, but true. It's little things like that where we're just like, that shit hurts more than if you would have just told me the fucking truth. Because one thing that has always stuck with me, with the one thing, if my mom had ever teach me nothing else, she always said that, you know what, Lyric, don't ever fucking lie to me, because I can respect you for telling me the fucking truth, but I cannot respect you for being a fucking liar. I might not like what you have to say, but at least I'll respect you. And I think that in relationships, respect is the biggest thing as well.
But herein lies, again, the problem. So I get what you're saying. And I actually agree with what you said earlier when you said that if you lied about it, then that's when in lies the problem. If you told her up front and was like, hey, I'm going to do my thing from time to time, and she agreed, that's obviously not cheating because y'all agreed that happens. Exactly. But the second thing is, again, majority of dudes don't have, or they don't think they have enough leverage to even be honest to begin with, because then they think the girl's going to leave. So that in lies the problem with, like I said earlier, if you are too honest, a lot of times girls just gonna leave. If it's not too many dudes that can leverage
all of it too.
Exactly. Majority of times, girls are not gonna be okay with you sleeping with other guys. It just is what it is. I understand that, but at the same time, most guys don't have enough leverage to even say and be real enough to even say that to begin with.
Which is very true. Which also just relates to the fact that women want the truth all the time but can't handle it. And it leads men to the fact of feeling like they have to be secretive, which leads the entire fucking problem back to the fact of both genders need to be stepping the fuck up. Gotcha. And the fact that women, we need to stop always feeling like we're so victimized and we're so hurt by everything that happens to us and all this other shit, which I'm personally having to understand.
She's preaching right now.
I personally will have days where I'll literally just cry. And I'm like, why is everything happening to me? This is just a me problem, and this will never happen to anybody else. And my boyfriend's like, I need you to stop being so fucking, because right now you're like, he literally said to me one time midway crying, he was like, you're complaining more than my 9-year-old cousin does. And like at first I was just like, why the fuck would you say that? And this, that, and the other. And he was just like, you're a grown ass woman, bro. You need to like toughen the fuck up. Like, and that's the thing is like,
okay, real quick, because I would like to stay on topic. So for you personally, when it comes to relationships, do you consider guys that get into monogamous relationships because they scared of the woman leaving or etc. as simps?
Do I consider? Okay, let me reiterate this. So the simps are considered the ones who are too scared to pretty much tell their women straight up what they want. So they go for
the simps are the ones that's monogamous by a woman's choice versus his own 100%, no society, no religion, no nothing. His own 100% choice. Okay, so you actually agree with that?
Yes, completely.
So no, I want to be clear. So the guys that are monogamous, that's out of that's doing it out of necessity, they all simps. That's the majority of guys.
Necessity, and they're not gonna like, they can just have a woman. But okay. Yes, because if you think about it in the way of, it's also like, okay, like I said earlier, women want marriage. Men don't really give a fuck about the title of marriage. They could care fucking less if you were married for the rest of your life. As long as I have you, I don't really give a fuck about the title or the ring, or especially not the law part of it that comes with it. Yeah. So I think that a simp is more of a woman in a way. It's just a man acting like a woman.
Wait. Okay, so hold on. You saying a simp is a man act like a woman?
Yes. Because because if you think about all of his mannerisms are like a woman. He wants that commitment without having to like be the bigger person. He's letting his woman pretty much dictate and control the fucking relationship. Which that's not our place. That's not why we're here. So it's like, if you're gonna be like that, then you either be with a masculine ass woman and y'all fucking do that shit. And sometimes that works for people. But 9 times out of 10 it doesn't, because the woman understands that she can take advantage of that situation. And she knows that once they get married, that's my fucking money, bitch, and I'm taking that shit. That's why a lot of simps get fucked over. Yeah.
So for you personally, marriage is a goal for you?
Yes, my biggest goal in life is to be a mom and a loving, devoting wife.
Okay, got you. So, to clarify, I want to be 100%. The dudes that are being in a relationship and faithful to women out of, I guess, necessity or because the woman wants it are simps.
Because the woman solely wants it? Yes, because you don't have your own ideals and thoughts as a man. Now, it's different if you both go into it like, you know what? I respect you in a way of how I was raised. Is it should be me and it should be my wife. If that's how you go, and that's how a lot of women want it to be, but that's not how a lot of people were raised. A lot of people were raised in single households, so they haven't seen that that's how it should be. You know,
that's not how it should be.
I think that
now we finally disagree.
A lot of women want it to be like that. I personally want it to be like that, and I think that every woman wants it to be like that.
Well, yeah, I agree, because that's your biology. But that in lies go back to the premise of the video, which is, as a man, you are wanting something and a woman wants something. And if you, as a woman, getting everything that you want out of that relationship, why don't everything I want be just as important as everything you want? So that's why I disagree with what you just said.
Like we said earlier.
Okay.
Which is like a biggest thing of it. Why I said communication is such a big fucking thing.
But do you think even if a guy is communicative or he's whatever, blah, 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 do you think majority of women or minority of women are going to be okay with sharing a dude?
I think that initially, majority of women are going to be like, oh, you're fucking funny for thinking this bitch is going to have you too. No. But I think that when you break it down in a way of, all a woman wants is to be wanted, to be completely honest. All a woman wants is to know that her man is her man. Whether that's, he may just go fuck some other bitch and be like, she didn't really mean shit to her. I honestly didn't even know what fucking color her eyes were. Yeah. Versus he's like, I know the ins and outs of you. You're my wife. You're the mother of my children. You're this and the other. I think that it goes back to the point of women don't like to be embarrassed. That's all it is I think that that's the biggest reason of why we want that monogamy, because we want that Jones thing. Like I said, the Jones effect of everybody wants the white picket fence. Everybody wants the golden retriever dog, the big ass house, and the 2 kids, and the mom and the dad, and that stereotypical of this is what we've grown up on. This is what we see as ideal. This is what we want, and this is what I'm going to have. Yeah. Okay. No, hold on, real quick. So I actually agree with that. And then secondly, I agree with what Donald said. You are
Beta.
If you are monogamous by her choice. Now, if you are a person who literally is religious, or that's just something that you internally want 100%, and that's what you decide and you want, then okay, I wouldn't call you beta, I wouldn't call you a simp. But majority of dudes actually want to fuck. Majority of dudes actually want access to other women as well.
For sure.
Okay.
I completely agree with the fact that majority of dudes, y'all are sexual beings. Y'all want sex with most of the time as many women as you can get. Yeah. So I get that, which is also another reason why as women we have to make sure that we are fulfilling our man's sexual needs and desires as well. So like before he goes to work, bitch, you know, you gotta do a little something. And then when he gets home, make sure that he knows that he's taken care of too. Because at the end of the day, like, that's really the reason. Like, I saw a video that was like this woman, she was like, my man never leaves the house not empty. Or like, he always leaves the house empty. And I was like, I mean, it's valid though.
That definitely helps.
He's going to have that sexual desire. He's going to be like, what can I get? Like, I just really need something right now. It's like, it's not, I don't think it's an addictive thing for y'all, but I definitely think that it's a very high priority, a high desire for you all. Yeah. Which a lot of women don't have very high sex drives. Yeah. So they're just like, I don't understand why you want to fuck 5 times a day. And it's like, bitch, I'm tired from work, bro. I just need a little relax. I just need a release, please. Yeah. You release and you relax by watching TV and doing all this other stuff and talking. I release by physical, whatever, intimacy. So it's just like having to understand that differentiate between two as well.
Okay, so who you learning this from? Your boy. All right. And where can they find you?
On Instagram, LLLYRIQ.
All right, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow Donald, he's in the description below as well. Join the Patreon, get RedPill and chill, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.